What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
Welcome back. All right, so we're gonna do about a few videos today, and we're gonna drop them. Well, you're gonna know after we drop them. But we have a few fragrances we're gonna talk about. The first one we're gonna start basically the fragrance of the week, the fragrance find of the week.
For sure, find 100% find of the week.
Yeah, it's a good find. I believe it's a very good price point for this particular brand, and yeah.
So let's just start off by saying we go to the rack stores because yes, you can go online and find stuff cheaper, but once in a while you come across a gem, right? And then you go on, and we do our due diligence as well. When we go online, we make sure that we're not overpaying.
Right.
But once in a while you go there and you can find something as good as Valentino Uomo Intense for $59, and this is the 100 ml bottle. The stores are starting to get a shit ton of stuff, and yes, you can find it online, but this bottle online, 100 ml, the cheapest we found was like 77.
You're
$80.
You're still saving from online. You're still saving about 15, 20 to 30, whatever, $30 along that price point.
Right.
Again, and I want to mention the rack stores. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but the trick to it is you can't just go there one time and base it on that experience.
Right.
I mean, you can take us for example. We're there, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I recommend at least go there 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, because as far as I know, that's when the truck comes and that's when they get their merchandise.
Right.
And another thing, go in the morning, okay? Go in the morning,
right?
Or go after lunch before anybody,
and at night too, because so last week I called him. I think we did the video where we talked about it, where you saw all the Ferragamo Uomos, the Casual Lives, a lot of stuff at the TJ Maxx. That night before, the associate was putting, she had 2 carts full of new fragrance.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, are those going out tonight, tomorrow? She's like, I'm tagging them right now. And she's like, I'm about to put them out. So, either in the morning or late at night is the best time to go to these stores, because they're either getting ready, restocking. You go 9 o'clock, they close at 9:30. It's a good time to go.
She said last time as this associate, she was like, again, she said something about Tuesdays, Thursdays, but they get unexpected trucks.
They do, yep.
Yeah, and and how it is straight from the trucks. They're already on the racks. They pull them out from the trucks straight to the sales floor. I think we watched a documentary, and I'll link it on how TJ Maxx works.
It's funny because we'll be in the store and we'll see the fragrances and things of that nature. They have these big gray bins.
Yes,
and they stack them, and so we'll just go and be like, we
we
unstack their bins.
We dig, we dig.
But anyway, getting back, that's one of the reasons why we go to these stores, because we can find deals. Yes, we understand that they can be found for a cheaper price online, and those are the bottles we don't buy.
Yeah.
But when we do buy, $59 for a 100 ml bottle of this, it's good, and it's the hunt, it's the thrill of the hunt, it's the find that we enjoy. And if you don't enjoy that, order online. Everyone has their own opinion, but you can't find stuff like this online, and when you find it, you're like, I got it.
You got it. Right.
But anyway, so we're gonna review this one, and we're gonna review one that's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's for if you don't have the money to spend, or you don't whatever your thing is, then I think a great alternative. It performs okay. It's okay, but for the price point, it's fair. It's Zara 9.0.
Yeah, and it's not a clone by any means. It's not a clone. It's a different fragrance, but it's got that waxy lipstick.
Yep. A little bit powdery.
A little bit powdery. Yep. What's missing from this one what's missing from this one that this one does have is the leather, the iris notes, which gives it that lipstick. But this Zara 9.0 is great.
And you can go to Fragrantica and look up this one. They compare it to a little bit of this. This is the closest. I'm not saying exact close, but you gotta improvise. If you don't have the money, then you got some kind of alternative too.
And projection on this guy for me, I did 3 sprays, so I don't want to overdo it because I didn't know how powerful it was going to be going to work. I did one on each wrist, and then just one on the neck. And this got for me like 4.5 hours of projection. So this is Eau de Parfum concentration. And it really projected for me.
For me, he sprayed it on me at 7 o'clock because I met him up yesterday. And it's gave me about 3 hours, to be exact, 3 hours and about 40 minutes projection, okay? And I woke up probably around 5 o'clock this morning, and it was still a skin scent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the longevity of it. How much would that be from 7, 8, 9?
That's almost 12 hours.
That's
longevity.
Longevity is 12 hours.
And I put it on at 5 a.m. yesterday before I went to work.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. And it was a faint skin scent, so it's legit. I mean, I imagine if you put this on some clothes or something like that, it would definitely stick.
It would stay.
Longer.
It stayed on here, but let me tell you, he spread it on my arm, and I think I put my sleeve down, and it was rubbing. So, but even with that, it still gave me. It performs above average.
It does.
It's for above average.
Yeah.
So
and I mean, when I don't have to, and that's the thing. So. You've got the two, right? This, if you want to be if you're on a budget, get this. But just know, and what is the longevity?
Longevity 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours. No, I'm sorry. Projection is 2 hours. Okay, this is on my skin. Okay, 2 hours. And longevity is about 5 hours. About 5 hours and some change. Okay, but still. For the price, for $15, I got it last year, so you can find them for $15, anywhere from $15 to $20.
Yeah,
still fair. Would I pay? I wouldn't pay more than $25 or $30. You can always add money and get something, like this.
And that's the thing, right? Get this. It's gonna last you a lot longer, right?
Well, the performance, you don't have to respray it a lot,
exactly.
So it's gonna,
and again, they're not. An exact mirror of each other like Club de Nuit and Aventus, and actually those aren't either. So, but this one just doesn't have the leathery notes, doesn't have the iris that comes with that lipstick smell. Although this one still has some lipstick to it.
It's not bad at all. No,
it's a really good fragrance. It's a really good.
We're just comparing the two. So we don't want to make it seem like, it's a super great alternative, at least for us.
But find of the week and an alternative for anyone out there that's looking for an alternative, especially if you can't. I mean, if you can't find, if you can't find it for $60.
Yeah, I seen them sometimes too. I seen them with the gift pack. If people like the gift pack, so you got that too. And what else did I want to say? The wave is coming. The wave is coming. Now you're gonna see a whole trend. And listen, I know some of you have some. You live in some states that are, unfortunately they don't have a lot of stuff, or I don't know how it works. But we're just talking about ours. 70% of the time or 80% of the time, it's the same stuff you get in certain, places. So,
well, it's funny because I traveled to Seattle for vacation this year in the summer, and I don't know where their TJ Maxx is sitting. I don't know if they have a big network of how they do it, but I was in Seattle. I found some things there, and I was like, oh man, I should really get it because they may not have it at mine. Yeah. And I decided to pass, and then when I came home, like a week later, they had the same exact stuff. So I think they. Yeah, but then again, that's one big metropolitan area to the DC area where we live, and we can. I don't know if they're sending higher end products to more metropolitan areas just because the population's bigger and whatnot. But
they, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
They use this method, which is, I'll leave it in the documentary in the description. It's called the treasure hunt effect. Yeah. So, if they see something, that's how they keep going, because it's that thrill, that unexpectation. Like, oh man, is it gonna be there tomorrow? Oh, I need to get it. So I think they have a way. There's a system. But watch the documentary and you'll learn how they do their.
It's funny because my wife now is kind of on the whole thing where she used to not like to shop at the rack store. She liked to just go to a place, find whatever. But now I've got her into kind of just that whole thing of, oh wow, look, you found, I found. What did we find? We found $450 Polo, limited edition jackets for $99.
Right.
That's a deal. You're gonna go to Macy's, you're gonna pay that, and you're gonna feel like a sucker.
Yeah. So. You're gonna be like, damn, I see the same one. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's that. If you have any questions, like always, please comment down below, and we're gonna drop another video or two, and we'll see you there.
Peace.
Thanks.